Guys, today I'm going to discuss some proof that 0 divided by 0 is equal to 2. That may sound strange, won't it? How can a number divided by 0 equal to 2? Well, let's try this on the calculator. What does the calculator say? Okay, so right now I've got a calculator open and let me stabilize this. Let me clear it. So 0 divided by 0. We're getting error. The calculator is wrong. It is initially assumed that if you divide by 0, any number can be multiplied by 0 back. So any number. So that's why 0 by 0 is said to be equal to infinity. Infinity, right? So if you multiply anything by 0, you'll get 0 in return. So the 0 by 0 doesn't really make sense. However, it turns out that this actually equals to 2. This might not make sense according to the real laws of mathematics, but there is a simple proof for this. Now, how are we to prove that 0 by 0 equals to 2? You might ask yourself. One thing you can do to prove this is to realize that there are several ways you can get 0. And the most optimum number, where 0 is included, the most common number is 100. So for example, 100 minus 100. And that is equal to 0. And it's the same on the denominator. 100 minus 100. And 100 minus 100, as you know, is equal to 0 by 0. But that's not it. We need to simplify this equation, simplify this fraction, factorize it basically into into a power, because this can be expressed as a power. 100 is a square number. Therefore, if we square root 100, we get 10 squared. 10 squared minus 10 squared. So basically 100 minus 100, square root of 100. So 10 times 10 is 100, in case you don't know. So however, on the denominator, I want to simplify this even further, to make things a little simpler. I'm going to make this common, make two sides common. Look, so 10 outside the bracket. So this one I'm actually factorizing. 10 will be outside the bracket, and if we do 10 times 10 is 100, and 10 minus 10. So that's how we got it. So now let's move to the next step. A new fundamental law states to proceed, you must express it in a different form. You can express it as a squared minus b squared. And therefore, we know that a equals 10 and b equals 10 because we expressed 10 there. 10 as the number here. Now to proceed, we need to express this in bracket form. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 10 in both a and b. So a plus b to a minus b. This is one of the most fundamental laws of mathematics, stating that an individual expression which is repeated several times can be expressed in brackets to make life a lot simpler. So now what we're going to do next. So this is what we have so far. So just so you guys don't get lost. Now let's move on. All we have to do is just plug 10 into the bracket. So we do 10 plus 10 bracket 10 minus 10. And at the same time, we keep the denominator constant, because remember, the denominator has to stay the same. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put 10 and 10 minus 10. And there we have it. This is our full expression. Now what do we do next? Pretty clear. As you can see right now, we have two common numbers here in the fraction. So we have 10 minus 10 on the numerator and 10 minus 10 on the denominator. Since it's a repeat here and all this is cancelled out and equals to 1, we can just cancel those two out because these both are common. And then we're left with 10 plus 10 divided by 10. Now there's nothing more you can do, because back then 100 was a square number, so you could simplify it, but now because 10 is not a square number anymore, it's the square root of that actually, we can't simplify this any further. So therefore 10 plus 10 divided by 10 equals 20 divided by 10, and 20 divided by 10 is 2 over 1. So 20 divided by 10 is 2. And there you go, guys. This proves how 0 by 0 is equal to 2. So there you have it, guys. I hope I finally expressed something which many of you did not know. There might be other videos which explain this already, but regardless of that, I hope this helped, and I hope you can tell everyone and prove them wrong. You can prove your calculator wrong. This is something unique. I mean, normally a calculator is difficult to prove wrong, but I just did it. And you can prove all your friends wrong. You can show them that, look what I found. I found this. So there you have it. If you guys are confused with the steps, feel free to rewind, and thank you so much for watching. And this is a sequel from my last mathematical proof, in case I forgot to mention before. So my last video was a proof that from a vine that 9 plus 10 is actually 21, and this is a proof that 0 by 0 is 2, which is odd, but Now you can guys saw the proof, and I hope it helped. Thanks for watching. Bye, and please subscribe.